Hello children, and welcome to a maths lesson. Today you are going to be finding missing numbers in equations. Yesterday you looked at the relationship between addition and subtraction and inverses, which will help you with today's learning. Let's go through some examples together now. Okay, let's start with the first equation. 46 add something gives us a total of 51. The add end is the missing number that we need to try and work out what it is. We've been given the org end and the total or the sum. Now from yesterday's learning, we know that the total is the number of the greatest value in the equation. So the add end will be a number that is less. So to find a number that is less using our known numbers, we're going to have to subtract. In a subtraction, the minuend is always the number of the greatest value, so it will be 51. We're going to subtract the 46, and that will give us the missing number. Let's think about which mental method to use. It's subtraction, and what do you notice about these two numbers? They're pretty close together, so I'm going to just find the difference. The difference between 51 and 46 is 5. So the missing number here, the missing add end, is 5. We can check now by doing the addition calculation. 46 add 5 equals 51. Let's look at the next one. This time we've got the total and sum at the start and the calculation part on the right. It's still the same skills involved. So let's have a look at the equation. 38 equals 22 add something. It's the add end that's missing again. So we've got the total and we've got the org end. Like before, we know the total or the sum is the number of the greatest value in the equation. So we need to find a number that is less than this. So using our two known numbers, we're going to have to subtract again. 38 needs to be our minuend because it's the greatest number. And we're going to subtract 22. Let's have a look at our calculation and see which mental method will be the best to use. I think this time we're just going to count back. Pop 38 in our head, subtract 20, which would be 18, subtract 2, and that will give us a difference of 16. Let's pop 16 into the box, and we can check now by doing the addition. 22 add 10 is 32, add 6 is 38. Let's move on to some subtraction equations now. We've got something, subtract 19, and we have a difference of 45. What is missing? It's a minuend. We know the subtrahend and we know the difference. What do we know about subtraction? We know it's the minuend, that is the number with the greatest value. So to be able to find that, we're going to need to add the two known numbers to be able to get us that greater number. So my addition calculation will be 45 add 19. Let's choose a good mental method again. We like numbers like that, don't we? So I'm going to round and adjust. 45 add 20 is 65, subtract 1 is 64. So I'm hoping that our minuend will be 64. Let's check. 64, let's round and adjust again. Subtract 19, well let's subtract 20 instead. 64, 54, 44, add 1 back on and we get our difference of 45. Let's do one more together. It's another subtraction. We've got a difference at the start this time. 23 equals 26, subtract something. The missing part now is a subtrahend. We've got the difference and we've got the minuend. Remember, the minuend is the number with the greatest value, so the subtrahend will be less. To find a number that is less, we're going to have to subtract. 26 will become the minuend because it's the greatest number, and we're going to subtract 23. Look carefully at the two numbers. What do you notice about them? They're close together, aren't they? So let's just find the difference. The difference between the two numbers is 3. So the subtrahend is 3. Let's check. 26 subtract 3, we get a difference of 23. It's your turn now. If you need to watch the video again, that's fine. Work hard, everybody. Bye-bye.